What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube. And today I've got another edition of The Drive-In where I watch recently released movies and tell you guys whether they are worth watching, worth waiting for, or worth skipping altogether. I've got another 2020 release here for you guys today, and I'm sorry there's such a delay in recording and putting this up. This video is going to go up like 3 or 4 days after I recorded it, probably 2 months after I watched the film, which is a shame. But I've got a really fun Blumhouse release from Amazon Prime today called Black Box. It's a 2020 release. You guys know in October, the Blumhouse did this Welcome to the Blumhouse production where they released 4 different films on Amazon Prime, all original new movies at the same time. And I don't have Amazon Prime, so I didn't get a chance to watch them in October when I would have liked to. But I was over at a friend's house in early October, and we decided to just look around and see what was available on streaming services. Prime is what he had, so we decided to pop on Black Box because the trailer looked good. Didn't know what to expect, didn't expect to watch it, and really overall enjoyed it. Sadly, with all the different videos and reviews and sports stuff and art stuff going on, I haven't recorded this video until way after the fact, so it's going to be a hard review to go back and do, but I'm going to try and do it for you guys. So Black Box 2020 is directed by Emmanuel O.C. Kufauer, written by Stephen Herman, starring Mamadou Athie, Felicia Rachel, and Amanda Christine, and I hope I did not butcher those names. And it is a psychological thriller about a father who has lost his wife and his memory in an accident, and he is trying to cling to his family and his young daughter and remember things as he goes. So he finds this doctor that specializes in restoring memory, and he goes to this specialized doctor and trying to reconnect with his thoughts so he can salvage his own quality of life and his life with his daughter as he tries to remember who he once was. So right away, there are some horror elements to this, but it is definitely a genre-bending and blending kind of experience where you get some drama, you get some psychological thriller, you get some straight horror, you get some sci-fi. There are a lot of genres cohabitating in this movie, and it is a very hard film to review without getting into specific twists. So I will simply say that I think the storytelling was very strong in this. Psychological thriller is a personal favorite of mine. Along with slasher, I would say it's my favorite subgenre of horror, and I really enjoyed how they told this story. Manuel O.C. Kufauer, if I'm saying that right, I hope I am, did a nice job in directing this and bringing a eclectic cast here of people that felt realistic. The relationship with the father slipping away from his memory, trying to hold on to his daughter and his family life with what is left of his life is a very relatable, realistic, deep, dark subject matter, and it was explored very maturely, I should say, in this film. Acting-wise, solid across the board. Everyone did a nice job in this, but Amanda Christine in particular, who played the young daughter, I think her character, I don't know what her actual age was, but I think her character could have been no older than 7 or 8 years old in this. She was phenomenal. She was written well by Stephen Herman, but her sarcasm, her wit, her intelligence, her wise beyond her years, pithy, snarky attitude was great. She played the daughter who kind of ran the father's life in a lot of ways because the father was couldn't quite recall who he was, so the daughter was picking up the pieces and kind of keeping the father on track with his medications and his daily routines and getting her to and from all the things she had to do. So she played this young Spitfire who had to be in control of the film in a lot of ways. And Amanda Christine is going to be a star in the business. If she decides to go forward with films and hopefully with some horror as well, she is going to be phenomenal. Her facials, her acting, the dialogue was well written. I can't give enough credit to Stephen Herman in this. So I just really enjoyed that. The psychological twists of this thing starts out being one thing in a relationship between the father and his brother, the uncle of the family. You kind of think it's going to go somewhere, and then it dips off into a whole different place and gets more dark. And 2 stories kind of connect as you start to get into some out-of-body, otherworldly type things as more of the sci-fi aspect comes into play. That's about all I can say without spoiling it, because it goes into a very character twisty, out-of-body kind of thing. And if I say too much more, it's going to give away what the film is. And it is a 2020 release. It is new. So I recommend you guys all go check it out. I will get into spoilers here in a second. So if you guys do want to hear what happens and further explanation of why I love this film so much, I will tell you in a second. But this film runs about an hour and 40 total. It's well paced. It feels a little shorter than its length. I think it's worth checking out. It's a Blumhouse release. It's available right now on Amazon Prime. So if you got Amazon Prime, I would invest the hour 40. I would say for me, it's in my top probably 5 or 6 films. It's either my 5th or 6th favorite film in 2020. Definitely one of the deepest films that I've seen this year in the horror subgenre, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this film a 7.5 out of 10. Now for spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go check out the film and come back. Here are the spoilers. Basically, long story short, if I can recall this correctly, the main character goes to see the memory doctor, and it winds up that he thinks he's reconnecting with his memories through her teachings, but in reality, the mother has lost her son. The mother's son passed away a few years ago, and she's been re-uploading his memories and his life onto this other guy. She discovered this guy's story, and she's using his pity and his trying to get his memory back as a way to bring her son's memories and life back through this new body. So she's trying to transfer bodies and memories to this new guy. As he figures out kind of what's going on, they're not his memories. The son of the doctor comes back and kind of pushes out the main character of Mamadou Athie. So the poor father trying to reconnect with his daughter is gone, and the son of this doctor comes back in this guy's body. So then it becomes a fight for the body, basically. The Mamadou Athie and the new character are fighting over who's going to cohabitate this body. So they're kind of having an actual physical fight in another realm, in a whole nother universe. So you get it gets more into the sci-fi kind of crossing over, stuck in limbo, who's going to win out. And then you wind up seeing a side story about the son, the main guy, trying to reconnect with his wife. And then you realize that the wife was the one that killed the son. The son was beating her. He was a bad guy. He was verbally and physically abusing her. She pushed him down the stairs. She's the reason he's dead. So you feel bad for the mother trying to bring her son back through illegal practices, but he was a bad guy in the first place, and that's why he was killed. So eventually, I do think the main character wins out in this battle. Mamadou Athie, the main character from the start, does win this battle and reconnect with his daughter and get part of his memories back. So again, it kind of, you think it's going to go into some little like setup thing or something. You don't really, the doctor is kind of in on something. You think the doctor is kind of working with like the uncle or somebody else, but you have no idea that the doctor actually is doing her own work for her son, and then her son winds up being a bad guy, and the original character is still in the other universe, and they're fighting in limbo, trying to see which side is going to win, good versus evil, quite literally fighting over the same body. So it becomes a very dark, deep, character-motivated thing, which is great, because you have the main guy trying to reconnect with his daughter who might lose her father forever. You have the mother trying to bring back her son. The son is trying to reconnect with his wife who hates him. She's trying to escape the abused past. You have all of these dark roads converging into one really cool sci-fi story that's got a lot of horror and tension elements in it. So really nice capturing of all the subgenres. Good storytelling. I really wish and hope this gets more publicity because it's been kind of hiding on Amazon Prime, released amongst 3 other Blumhouse films that I have not yet seen, and I hope to watch those soon too. But I really hope Black Box for 2020 winds up being one of the hidden gems of this year because I really enjoyed it. 7.5 out of 10. What do you guys think? I hope I did a good job summing that up. I haven't seen it in a while. Tell me in the comments down below what you think. And if you would like me to review other films in 2020, including those Blumhouse films on Amazon Prime, tell me in the comments below. If you watch this movie, what do you think? And I will see you guys soon. Take care. I got a second review coming up right next. So if you guys want to see the Mortuary Collection review, it's coming up next.